Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cinderellimouse. I look like a potato today, but The Sims have just released the trailer for the new expansion pack, The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits, and I'm excited to check it out with you guys. I have watched it once already, so this isn't going to be like, whoa, no way. I've watched it and I've tweeted about it a little bit, but we're going to watch it through. We're going to go through the blog and then we're going to go through screen by screen and have a look at what we can kind of expect from this pack. Now, it does say not all images appear in game, so we can take a few things with a pinch of salt. It might be trailer magic, and I do need to say that I'm affiliated with The Sims. I'm a member of the EA Creator Network, so I need to put ad on this video. Yeah, let's get into it. It's rated T for teens, so if you're 2 years old, why are you watching me? How did you get onto YouTube and find me of all people? Is it because I'm wearing a Barbie hoodie? I'm really excited. It's like, it's finally gone cold. I'm not a summer person, so the only adventuring that I'm going to be doing is going to be in The Sims. I'm ready to kind of like get snuggly and do some bedrock and just play this new expansion pack. So let's get into it. Let's just play the trailer. The song is, let me just double check it. I wasn't familiar with it. It's called Sideways by Balu Brigada. If you're interested in the actual trailer song, I'm going to have to replace the music because YouTube will get mad at me, but I'll put something vaguely similar to it. Right, I'm gonna go. Let's go. So, Lighthouse, a new world. I've seen rumours that it's based on like Australia and New Zealand because of the geysers, which you'll see in a little bit. Exercise bike, excited for butterfly catching. There's the geyser. He's a geyser. He's a geyser. Sorry, I get excited. Pull slide. Did you see it? Pull slide. Imaginary friend, so excited about this because I have wanted them back for so long. Also excited for the kayaks because when my mum died, my stepdad got really into kayaking, and so that's kind of a cute thing for me. So kids camps, I know people are saying this is like Outdoor Retreat 2.0, but it looks like we're getting a lot of new content in here as well. So like there's like the paper flying thing. What else am I seeing here? That's that specific imaginary friend coming to life. Oh, this looks so cool to me. It looks like a modular playground with the slides, 2 slides, that thing. This is like, that looks like the kids games that we used to play in The Sims 3 that you could just kind of play randomly. That's probably some kind of hide and seek, right? Oh my goodness, this reminds me of Lorocan, which is so funny that I was doing this last week in Baldur's Gate, because I don't want to do that. I don't know if that's trailer magic or something you can actually do in the game, because that looks terrifying to me. He looks like the guy from BBC Ghosts. I'm convinced it's modelled on him. I love the dad shorts. So this mum's having a really hard time. That looks like a new smoothie maker, which I'm excited about because I love that in The Sims 2. Yeah, her kids are running wild. They need to blow off some steam, so she's sending them to some kind of like fitness camp, I guess. She's gone to a spin class. I'm excited for that. These look like free weights. Yeah, exactly. And so they're running on a schedule. Do you see? It's like 3 o'clock dive time, 12 o'clock free weighs. So I'm curious to see how that works. I love that swimming costume because I've wanted more sporty swimming costumes because I'm a little bit of a everything all over the place when I'm going swimming, so I need things that are like sucking me in. So yeah, scheduled getaway, so getaways. And this is like a singles, like Love Highland getaway. Nice. She's a cutie patootie, the one with the pigtails, like, and braids. Don's not doing well. He's getting kicked out apparently. So he says that this kind of like challenge element to getaways. So he's been eliminated. I don't know how that works. Yeah, she's really cute with the hair. That build hurts my head. I don't know what to make of it. This looks like water woohoo to me. This was in the like little teaser trailer. So yeah, that looks like a new woohoo spot confirmed. I assume there's going to be new ways to die. That imaginary friend looks like they're going to try and kill me. That little bird's cute. Who named these as well? Who did this? Toasty tower lamp, toasty kettle, and toasty two-seat socks. I hope I can knit those. Now, you know that I'm not a huge fan of the early purchase thing because I don't like that if you come to the game later, maybe you don't know about The Sims. Maybe you've lived literally on an island with a geyser and that's all you had for your entertainment, and then you come to live somewhere with the internet and you discover The Sims, but oh no, it's October 2030 and you missed out on the early like order content. Like, how sad. Like, so I don't like it because I feel like it's exclusive, like not exclusive, but like exclusionary. Anyway, I whinge about it every single trailer, but I like the names. And Toasty Tootsie Socks is funny. I'm definitely feeling toasty right now. I was fine with my window open, but now that I've shut my window and I've got my computer running, I'm getting a little bit warm. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the blog. Can you see the blog? You can see the blog. Yeah, it's really good. So it says Getaways galore. So I'm on the Sims 4 news website. It's just like the official website. And it says Getaways galore in the Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack. Welcome, Simmers of all ages, to Gibby Point. Hang on, it's meant to be like Australian or something, isn't it? Welcome, Simmers of all ages. I'm just going to absolutely annoy any of my friends who are like south of the equator right now. Welcome, Simmers of all ages, to Gibby Point, a new and wonderful world bursting with play, discovery, and adventure at every turn. I don't know what that accent. It went Hemford on Bagley. I'm sorry. I can't resist doing accents, but I'm bad at them. Yeah, I'm excited for, like, I want more representation in The Sims 4. I would love to get like an Africa world, more kind of cultures from around the world and different places. But I am happy to see that we've got like an Australia, New Zealandy type world for like the first time. Oh my God, my eye bags. I'm due on, leave me alone. I'm probably gonna cry soon. So yeah, I'm excited because it's like, I don't think we've ever had like an Australasia world before. Well, I suppose we have, because like Indonesia sort of way, that was for rent, right? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm delusional. Let's just read the blog. Many years ago, it was inhabited. A great wave rushed through Gibby Point to create a lush and fertile landscape. It became home to jellyfish, glowworms, and plumbirds. So the jellyfish, I think we saw at the beginning of the trailer. Plumbirds, I guess that's that little thing that we saw skipping across the screen at the end. It's also where the world's largest geyser unusual caves of crystal and bioluminescent bay were formed. But it's more than these unusual creatures and natural wonders that drew Sims from all over to Gibby Point. I don't know if I'm reading this badly or if this is weirdly written. It's probably me. Here, adventure can be found around every corner. Embrace the spirit of childhood and carry it in a bold, adventurous life. Meet new Sims, uncover quests, and explore new sites. This sounds like standard expansion pack blabber to me. I want to get into the details. Discover getaways like the kids' camp, meet fitness retreat, or even a romantic contest. So they're the ones that we saw in the trailer, right? So Getaways is like a new vacation type, it sounds like. Gibby Point is also the world in which we're excited to introduce the new Getaway system with custom venues and a getaway planner. Okay, so it's like I assume it's like a kind of like a club system or the business system, you know, where you can, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm shouting, I get excited. You know how in businesses and hobbies and get together with the club system and business system, you can select certain activities. So it sounds like with it saying like the planner and in the trailer it having like the times, it sounds like you can like set certain times for certain activities, which would make sense if it's like a getaway camp, like a kids camp. And then custom venues, this is exciting to me. Okay, so some of you may know, some of you may not know. Hi, if you're new. I used to create mods for The Sims 4 and The Sims 3, and some of the mods that I created went into kind of like the neighborhood files, the lot files, and I would edit kind of what Sims would show up to that lot. So you'd load, say for example, a library, right? So I would go in and I would make it so that a barista would show up to the library, and if you put a coffee thing down, then it would be tendered, and then you'd have customers coming up and buying coffee. So these are all things that you go in and edit kind of in the files. Like it's all done for us when we get a new pack, right? It's kind of like if it's a library, people come and read books. If it's a bar, people come and get drinks. You have a bartender. If it's a park, you get people who are like running or exercising or playing chess. So all these things, they're called like they're called walk-bys, I think, in the code, and it's all kind of like predetermined which Sims are going to show up to which lot. And so this is something that I've always wished we could have in game, because it's kind of like what I was doing when I was creating mods, so I understood how it worked. So like to have a custom venue, instead of it being like, so a really good example is I built a pool bar for what's it called? San Myshuno. I made like a rooftop pool bar, like a club, but it either functions as a club, or it functions as a bar, or it functions as a pool. So if I have it set as a bar, people come but they don't dance and they don't get in the pool. Or if I have it set as a club, people don't get in the pool. So, and if I have it as a pool, people don't go to the, it's like it doesn't do everything I want it to do. So up till now, we've been really like restricted in what Sims are going to do autonomously when we create a new venue. So it's a way of having, I'm excited for this. I just want to do it. I just want to give it to me now. So like, for example, let me think of something where, so you could have a bit like in Get Together, where you had like the cafe and you'd have like the book group meeting. So you could have a library with a cafe in it, or you could have a museum with a cafe in it, or you could have a art gallery with a bar in it, so that you could do like fancy soiree dinners and that sort of thing. Or like even things where, so for example, if you think about, sorry, I'm getting excited. My brain is going a mile a minute. So, you know, when we got bowling night, where you put the bowling alley into a bar and it becomes like a double custom venue, it's kind of like it becomes a different version of a bar. Or for example, if you have a park and you put yoga mats in it, people come and use those yoga mats. But sometimes I could have like a park and I could put, I'm trying to think of something, because I do this all the time. I'm just trying to think of a certain object, but you can like have a park and you could put something in it. Like, I don't think easels, I think they actually work. I need a second to think about this. Come on, brain. Oh, so maybe, I don't know if this works or not, but for example, you know, like the climbing thing from fitness stuff, like if I put that into a park, like to promote kind of like outdoor climbing, would that work? So I'm just excited for this, because instead of working within the limits of what that lot is and, you know, what it makes us do, we can now do whatever we want to do. And yes, we could do it with clubs, but it was reliant on if a club was active on that lot at any one time. So it feels like similar features. I understand kind of how this is probably going to work because I understand the game mechanics in that way. But yeah, just think of it of like a business, but you set times with Getaway Planner and the times in the trailer, where it was like 3 o'clock goes swimming. It's going to be like organized events in these custom venues. I'm excited. I want to get all packs installed and just mess around with that and see what you can do with it. Expanded childhood content. We love childhood content on this channel, including new sentiments are fun, and playground builder. That looks so good. New activities, traits, careers, objects, challenges, and more. So what do you say? Are you ready to explore? The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack? Yes, and Getaway to see exactly what you've been missing. And then we've got like the headers here. This guy is the guy that looks like the guy from BBC Ghosts, especially because he's like got an arrow through his neck. I'm sure they did that on purpose. 1, 2, 3, Getaway. 3 thrilling new neighbourhoods await you in Gibby Point. Wonderwood Wilds is a leafy haven laced with forest trails, erupting geysers, and a whisper of mystery. Crystal Valley is where sparkling rock formations ignite the imagination. I like the sound of Crystal Valley. It's kind of like Stardew Valley or like Sunset Valley, but it's Crystal Valley. I don't know. I love crystals in the game. And Jellyfish Junction, which is a cute name, that definitely gives Stardew Valley vibes, is a waterfront wonderland with a glistening lagoon and locals who adore their jellyfish. It's not going into my brain. I need to like actually go to the world. Every adventure-bringing neighbourhood in Gibby Point is anchored by its own unforgettable getaway. Sims can fish in mountain streams and swap campfire stories at Camp Gibby Gibby. Why are the words so hard? In Wonderwood Wilds. Recharge body and mind at Revive and Thrive in Jellyfish Junction, or spark romance at the cozy retreat of Love Highland in Crystal Valley. It's going to be hard to choose your getaway and even harder to leave. So these are like the 3, I guess these are like the 3 custom venues that they've built for us, which are going to have like the 3 different like getaway types. So oh my god, this looks like a postcard. I would love to see more postcards in the game. I feel like they kind of forgot about postcards. So here's like the big geyser. I feel so stupid that I can't say that word. I'm not even going to look it up. I could look it up to see how to pronounce it, but I'm just going to keep doing it wrong. This looks like butterfly collecting. So this is the sort of thing where people were saying like, oh, this is kind of like Outdoor Retreat 2.0 should have been in Outdoor Retreat, but I don't know. That was a game pack. It was years ago. They've revisited the theme. It doesn't mean that they should have necessarily done it all in one, even though it would have been really cool if they had. It would have made Outdoor Retreat an expansion pack in the first place. And do you know what? I don't think they could have done this then, because I think this pack is actually building on, and I'm not kind of excusing, there's definitely points where I think, like, expansion packs could have done more. They should have had more in them. I totally think that criticism is valid. However, in this specific case, I think if you look at it as kind of like a timeline of development, the way The Sims 4 was when we first got it, and it was just that really basic base game, and I'm gonna say, yeah, it was kind of, I liked it, but they needed to work on it. Like, there were improvements that had to be done to The Sims 4 base game when it originally came out. And like, what they could do at that time when they made Outdoor Retreat, and then like all the advancements and like features that have been added since, and where we are now and what we can do now, I think there is a timeline of development there where what they've done with this pack, I don't think the game was ready for when we originally got it. Like, a lot has happened. If you compare the base game back then to the base game now, you can see the massive differences and things that have been added over time. So yeah, I think they've just revisited a familiar theme. Do I think that this is the hotels pack that people have been wanting? No, I don't. But it looks fun. It looks good. What's happening here? They're like panning. Sims can also unwind at boardwalk festivals, grab the controller of a retro gaming console, catch butterflies, and accept quests from curious locals who may actually be the last surviving large plumbird to roam Gibby Point. That sounds curious. I am so excited for this playground. Like, this looks so good to me. I love playground equipment in the game. So, for example, this is another example. If I would put that on a park, would the park, would children play on it? Would they see it as a playground with a climbing frame, or would they ignore it? Same with the archery, right? If I put the archery on a standard park, are Sims going to use it, or are they going to ignore it because that's not what the code's telling them to do, because the park is a base game thing, right? So if I had a custom Getaway, I could have archery with fishing with I don't know, something random like singing, right? I could do whatever I wanted to do within whatever limits that they've given us. Yeah, she kind of like she's got this thing here that she's looking out of. It kind of does tie into you know, the like a rocket ship kind of thing, and the kind of things that we do have in the base game. This person here looks like they're doing some kind of like craft activity. I'm seeing like what are they called? I don't know what you call them. Like, you do that with them. It's kind of like a yes or no thing. And then the plane and like a little pop-up card looking thing there. She's got some glue. This is, I think, another one of the imaginary friends. So she's like whispering a secret to it. It's kind of like a little bit of a Rainbow Bright doll. I had a Rainbow Bright doll when I was little. I loved her. For the young and the young at heart, the magic of play begins in childhood. In adventure awaits, child Sims can shape their personality and skills through formative moments, new traits, and evolving childhood sentiments that influence experiences well into adulthood. Hang on a second. Let my brain actually calculate what it just read. Childhood sentiments is in capitals, so they are new sentiments specific to children. Formative moments is in capitals, so this is a new feature. The magic of child Sims can shape their personality and skills through formative moments. So this sounds a little bit like milestones, but it's not going to be milestones. So it's kind of like impactful moments in a child's life. So I remember when I made my first friend, but it's not just a milestone like I made my first friend. It'll be like I made my first friend and I realized that I wanted to be social and make more friends and go out and have fun, I guess. What is my hair doing? I recorded Baldur's Gate this morning, so I'm in editing mode when the trailer drops. So this is what I look like when I edit Baldur's Gate, basically. Let young Sims explore papercraft. So I wonder if these are all specific to children or if adults can do them too, because I'd be disappointed if not, you know, if they were limited to children, a bit like marbles, because because I want all Sims to be able to do all these things. It just looks ridiculous. I keep looking at myself and I'm like, oh my God. Papercraft, exciting. Archery, fun. I would love that for like a Ren fair. Diving, and even, so we do have diving. Diving is an existing feature. I think it did actually originally come with Get Together. So it'd be interesting to see how they've built on that and what the differences are. Even entomology. I don't know what that means. I'm going to Google it. Entomology, meaning the branch of zoology concerned with the study of insects. Okay. I learned something new. Or build sprawling modular playgrounds to make adventure time even more thrilling. They can also enjoy classic games like hide and seek and rock, paper, scissors. I know a lot of people really wanted those back because they want children to be able to run around and play together freely without having to be attached to an object. So absolutely see the desire for that. And take on challenges that both build confidence and connections. So confidence is a feature of Get Together. So I really like it when they add kind of child-focused content like in Get Together. So I think when we got Get Together, we didn't really understand what it was at the time, right? And we, when we first saw the content, we were kind of like, what is this? How is this going to affect my gameplay? And then we actually played with it and it was like, oh gosh, this actually affects every single family, every single friendship, every single romance that I'm playing with, because it's adding all these kind of like interrelational features. So I think we're going to have something like that with this pack where it's kind of like, we'll get it and it'll have that impact on kind of like everyday family gameplay. Okay, if your child sim isn't the cool kid on the block, that is titled, so that is that an aspiration? A new kid-focused aspiration, there you go, in the pack. And they're having trouble making friends, try an imaginary one. I'm an only child and I lived quite far away from my school, so I had a lot of my own imaginary friends, which I think is why I like The Sims so much. But yeah, I still have imaginary friends as an adult. Like, I think sometimes you need to keep hold of that imagination, right? That's right. Chat, imaginary friends are here. That's right, chat. Choose from 4 distinct dolls and 4 unique personalities. Love that. Can I customize them though, is my next question. Can I make a Drop Dead Fred? Including goofball, me, creative, me, competitive, not me, and evil. I don't think I'm evil. I don't know why I'm making it about myself. I'm an only child, okay? Shut up. Each one will interact and bond with their Sims in their own special and possibly chaotic way. Caution, evil friends do not come with extra smoke detectors, so evil imaginary friends start fires. Okay, got it. For adult Sims in Gibby Point, wrinkles and grey hair may be optional. Okay, so I have been having rants recently about elder Sims because I wish that a lot of the features that come with aging with The Sims are optional. Like, listen, don't get me wrong, I slouch, I've got a hunchback, but my nana didn't. So why do all the granny Sims like stand like sacks of potatoes, right? They're not all me. Some of them have a thing called a posture, okay? So I wish that those things were more customizable instead of being like forced aging. Because I mean, there's people out there who are like 20, 40 years older than me who look younger than I do because of like surgery or, I don't know, having good nutrition. So I don't think that necessarily people look their age all the time, and I would love more customization over that. Anyway, playtime, however, is not optional, and this place is full of adventures, thrills, and new activities like kayaking, excited for that, water sliding. What's water sliding? Oh, a water slide. I don't know what I thought it was. And working out at a fitness centre. So fitness centre, I guess, is different to a gym. I guess that's a custom venue, perhaps. For the truly outdoorsy, the new park worker career offers 2 paths. It's been a long day. Camp counsellor and park ranger. I hope that is active. I hope it has work from home elements. If it doesn't, if it's like total rabbit hole, I don't think I'm going to bother with it. Perfect for keeping adventure alive all year round. So we've got I'm excited for this because it looks like, well, for sure it attaches to the pool. I think in the trailer you do actually see like water running on it. This is that looks like the Sim, like the original Sims 1, like diving board. I love that. And I actually do love that these look a little bit more like less rustic than the ones that we got from Get Together. There's too many packs. I'm losing track of the names. Like, these look appropriate for like an indoor pool. So I hope that we can actually use them indoors and they're not like outdoor only. This looks like a new little shower back here as well, like an outdoor shower. Okay. If you build it, they will come. Okay, Wayne's World. If the 3 established getaways don't fill your adventure cup, you can design your own and create... God, I need to concentrate on what I'm reading here. If the 3 established getaways don't fill your adventure cup, you can design your own and play by your own rules. Love that. I am all over sandbox features. I went into the code and I've been doing this myself for years by poking buttons and editing the code until I get something that works. So to be able to do it easily in game is so much better, because then I'm not like breaking the game. With the new features, custom venues and getaway system, you can craft unique escapes for your Sims and their friends. Getaways can last a day or more and be anything from restful to challenging. So it sounds like vacations, but with a schedule. Schedule activities that'll help your Sims recharge and maybe meet new friends. You can even apply rules to your getaway. For example, those who love reality dating shows, elimination rules will have Sims competing to outlast each other. I know some people really, really wanted like TV shows in the game, like reality shows, so I guess if you were one of those people, yay for you. Build and decorate your unique custom venues however you want. Decide what kinds of activities are available there and share it to the gallery for others to enjoy. So that's good if it does transfer across the gallery. So I just can't with my hair. Imagine I should have put my hood up. I think I'm gonna get too hot. I also look like a penis, like it's my foreskin. Imagine a beachfront lot that serves smoothies by day. Yes, this pack has blenders and transforms into a bustling dance club by night. So that's what I was talking about. So, you know, in my wedding stories, and we have that beautiful Italian world with the beach lot, I was creating like a bar on that lot. So to be able to tell Sims, right, it's daytime, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, you're out here sunbathing, you're out here swimming, you're out here eating ice creams, you know? And then to be able to say, hang on, sun's gone down, party time, get the cocktails out. Like, I love that day to night idea. Need some more inspiration for your perfect getaway? Check out the builds made by Simmers below in You Make the Sims. Okay, so Simmers have been creating the lots for this pack again. I don't know what's going on with this jumper. This is a weird design. I don't hate it, it's just weird. I love getting the new sportswear. This is a really, really nice set. It kind of reminds me of like the throwback fitness kit, which I love that and I use that all the time. I like that color green. Yeah, exercise bikes, excited for those. This looks like an insect farm sort of thing. Maybe it's kind of like the ant farm from like the older Sims games. And what's a getaway without an itinerary? With the Getaway Planner, you can mix and match activities or test your Sims mettle with fitness challenges using the new spin bikes and free weights. Win or lose, the new competitive trait will determine just how gracious or salty they are about the outcome. Okay, so competitive trait. I'm not a competitive person. I've got too much Libra in my chart. I'm such a like pushover. I'm kind of like, whatever you want to do. But I don't know, actually, I am quite bossy as well. I'm bossy, I don't think I'm competitive. So I don't know, I see competitive as like a really bad thing. I think if you're competitive, you are this is what I project onto it. The idea of like, this person is only out for themselves, they're not a team player. I think of competitive as being a very negative thing, but it says here that you determine how gracious or salty they are about like the outcome when things happen. So I guess you can be like I guess you can be like a good loser, right? Like you can be a gracious you can be gracious in your defeat kind of thing, or you can be really salty about it and you can be like in your face, you know. So I like to me, competitive sounds bad, but it sounds like you can be good or bad within that trait, which is interesting. Ready to share the fun you've created. And only one trait as well. So I think this is going to be, the competitive trait I think is going to be like selectable in CAS, but it said something else as well. Let me just go back and find what it said. traits plural here, including new sentiment, expanded childhood with new traits. So I think what's going to happen is these traits we're going to probably learn through probably the formative moments. Basically, if we look at how existing content works, so for example, like the confidence with growing together, where you can like modify how confident a child is through parenting, and then when they age up, they can be like they can be a really confident, like they get that bonus trait, right? They get they get the confident trait, or like the not confident trait, or you know, with parenthood, where you have like the 5 character traits, where it's kind of like, are they generous, are they sad? What are these traits now? I'm having such a blank today. I'm so tired and I'm due on, so my brain is like fog brained. It's like responsible or irresponsible. That's one, isn't it? So you get them to do homework a lot, and then they get like the responsible trait when they age up. So I think there's going to be traits that you earn through gameplay, but the competitive trait is going to be like one that's in CAS. So yeah. Okay. Okay. You may have caught glimpses of young Nigel in the reveal trailer. Nigel, I was thinking as well as being from like the guy from BBC Ghost, I was thinking he does remind me of like, is he, you know, like Nigel from Meet the Thornberrys. You may have caught a glimpse of young Nigel in the new reveal trailer, otherwise alongside his 2 best buds, Rachel and Toshi, the great adventurers, now an adult and a lifelong Gibby Point resident. Oh my god, he's the camp director at Gibby Gibby. All right, do you know what? Okay, wait. We've teamed up with creators JJ Bink, great name, Danielle Build, Griffey, Kiwi, Sims Kate, and Axie. Yeah, Kiwi. I think these are Australian or New Zealand creators, because they normally get creators from the region that has inspired the pack. So I think we're right on that guess. That was a guess I saw floating around social media before I watched the trailer. So yeah, it sounds right to me. And these are the lots they've created. Please come out and read that. I don't want this to be the longest video ever, but I'm going to come back and read this myself afterwards. But this is talking about all the people who have built the different lots in the game. And then we have, actually, let me have a quick look at these buildings, because we can definitely see a little bit more of the terrain. So it's like, I don't know a huge amount about the terrain of Australia and New Zealand. I know that they are very big regions. They have diverse landscapes. So I don't know. I'm going to leave it to others who have like been there or who live there to kind of like decide on whether or not this looks like the place it's meant to be. I like these mountains in the background. It's nice actually. This looks like a water lot, which we don't see very many of. I think we originally got them with Sulani, where we had these kind of like oceanfront properties, and I know people wanted more of those, so glad to see there's another kind of like lot where we can probably build into the water there. I like these kind of like jetties. Okay, what else? Okay, so there's just so much to see and I'm overwhelmed. And then some of the songs. So this is the one from the trailer, Sideways by Balu Brigada, Shoreline by Chloe. Oh, I know Chloe Moriondo. I have some of her music on my Spotify list. Shy Girl by Hut and Freddie, High by Party of Two, Cherry. So yeah, you can have a look at that if you want to. Not many of those names are familiar to me, but this one's funny, by Your Grandparents. Yeah, Chloe Moriondo, I definitely recognize that name. Yeah, okay, let's go back to the trailer and let's break it down. Let me just check actually that I'm on the right thing here. I am indeed. And I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to slow it right down to playback speed. What is the slowest I can do? I need to check who's pinging me. It's Shawnee. Shout out Shawnee. In the official Sims 4 Discord channel. So if you're not in the Sims 4 official Discord channel, go and check it out. You get all like the latest updates and things. You get notified about them. It's amazing. It's fabulous. My eldest is telling me something that you guys don't need to know. Okay, anyway, we have a bad sense of humor. So, oh my God, I need to stop with the audio because that is making weird noises. So we get this cute lighthouse. I wonder how much of this is actually swimmable and accessible and how much of this, I reckon actually, having said that, you see these plants and rocks here. I think that this is the neighborhood that we can go to. And I think this is the border of where we can swim up to. Yeah. Because you can see some people kayaking in the water here. So I think we're going to be able to swim in this entire section here. I like the style of this world. It does feel a little bit different to what we have already. But familiar enough that I feel like it's like located close to certain worlds, but also is its own thing. I like it. Yeah, look at this pretty lighthouse. There's someone in the window. There's someone in the window of the lighthouse. And then we've got the kayaking. I can't tell if these outfits are new. I think this hairstyle is for sure new. I think this is really pretty. I like anything that feels like a hippie hairstyle. I love all the stars in the sky. I wonder if that lighthouse is haunted. This looks like the little jellyfish cove area, or is it like the crystal cave area? I can't remember what they call things. I'm sorry. I'm not an attention to detail person. I am a look at that shiny thing person. So what have we got there? Someone fishing. These people are swimming. They have jellyfish on their heads. Did you see that? They've got jellyfish on their heads. I do not recommend that. I feel like you would get stung. This is really cool. Look, he's like cannonballing off the jetty. These look like new hairstyles to me. That's really cute. That looks like an afro textured hair with like a top knot. I'm sorry if any of these things are in the game already. I'm getting kind of overwhelmed, to be honest, with like the amount of content we get through kits and things like that. I do like that we're getting more sporty clothes. I do feel like we've got clothes that are kind of similar to this already. This looks very cute though. This kind of like all in one thing. I don't think the clothes in this pack are going to be like my favorite clothes ever, but I think they're going to be like usable, wearable, everyday clothes. It's not my favorite fashion style, like kind of like outdoorsy style. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. Is that Mortimer? He kind of gives Mortimer vibes, but I'm not sure if it's him or not. One thing I am going to rant about right now is like, what is going on with the hem of these? Who wears jogging bottoms like that? My son, because he keeps growing and he keeps wearing jogging bottoms that are too small for him. So they're like halfway up his ankle. But like normally you wouldn't intentionally wear like things like that. Why don't they come down onto the shoes? This is such a problem with The Sims 4 and it annoys me so much. I'm like, people just, why aren't they full length? And like, if they are going to be cropped, why are they so wide? Like, what is going on with those? I don't like that. So we've got like spin class, which kind of reminds me of like Romeo and Michelle. I've never been to a spin class. I'm not a gym person, so I only have movie references in my brain. We did see Sims using these free weights as well. I assume that you have to stand near the object to use them. You can't just like walk around with them in your inventory, but it could be wrong. I think it would be cool if you did have them in your inventory and then, you know, you'd pull them out if you were doing like yoga or something as well for like extra weight resistance, if that's what you were into. I like this weird little kind of like cave. There's the lighthouse again. This looks like a new hairstyle to me. We've got like, I like this kind of almost like throwback fitness kit style to some of these new items. These are quite nice to me. Yes, got some like new jogging bottoms there as well. I thought this person had like a mad hairstyle, like a big green mohawk, but it's just like the on his head. So yeah, this seems like an actual fitness class that seems to be running. This does appear to be like out in the open world, but it could just be on the edge of a lot. I'm not sure. There's stuff going on in the background here as well. This looks like some kind of festival. This is like the town area. Okay. Is that like a buffet table? I don't know. It's hard to see. Butterfly catching! I feel bad catching the butterflies, but I also want to do it so badly. This is the hairstyle that I really, really like. This hat's kind of cute. This reminds me of like Firewatch. Do you want me to play the game Firewatch on my channel? Let me know. It's such a good game. some dodgy looking birds in the sky, because birds in The Sims 4 always look very pixelated and weird. This might be what they were talking about with the skin details. So we're getting more skin details, more skin aging. I hope it's not just elders that have access to them, because, you know, maybe you've got a child with some kind of skin problem and you want to kind of represent that. So I hope that is available to all ages. These earrings are cute. She's got that really cute little outfit on. I don't know, like, honestly, if I took my bra off, my boobs would be down here, but, you know, you can buy good bras these days, guys. Like, not all elders are, like, swinging low. Come on. Do me a favor. Let me edit the body types of my elders. This geyser is erupting. That is me with how excited I am for this expansion pack. I don't know. I have seen some criticism of it. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see, like, the custom venues and all the different things I can do with them. Look at this, like, eagle guy here, because I love anything that's kind of customizable like that. I love the club system. I love businesses and hobbies, so I'm into that sort of thing. I am excited for, like, the more stuff for the kids. I like the playground. I like the slide, which we've been asking for so long. The canoes are cute, even though we have got a lot of boat types already, so it's kind of like, it's another boat. But I do specifically like kayaks and canoes. Like, I have been kayaking. I enjoy it. If I was gonna do some kind of sport, that might be one of the ones that I do. Yeah, new cute hairstyle. That is such a cute hairstyle. I really, really like that one. And he's talking to the little imaginary friend there, look. And he's saying, hey, can I tell you a secret? I hate ping pong. Oh, look at these shorts. Oh, they're in the base game. They were, like, patched to the game. The little shorts with the rainbow on. I really, really, really like those. It looks like we can just store the kayaks out of the water as well. Ouch, look, he fell. Oh, and they're all laughing at him. Sorry, him, her, I don't know. They're on the back right now, I can't tell. Maybe that's a formative moment. Like, everybody laughed at me because I absolutely messed up when I was trying to dive. Oh no, slow motion, it's so sad. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know. All their outfits are cute, but I don't know what's new and what's not new. I don't want to mess myself up by, like, getting that wrong. This looks new to me. I like the style. I was wearing stuff like this a lot in kind of, like, I would say, like, my Sims 3 days. This was very me, like, late Sims 3 era. So she wants to schedule a getaway. She's sick of the kids. She's like, I'm going to send them to camp. I am sniffling. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I need to just pause. Yeah, so she's scheduling a getaway. So I guess it's a phone interaction. It's probably found on the phone menu because they keep showing that. This little guy is sliding. This is one of the camps then. Is this Camp Gibby Gibby? Is that what they called it? And you can see all the different kids here. Yeah, Camp Gibby Gibby. I like this big open area. I like the style of the camp. I'll probably will use this for my kids quite a lot. I've already kind of done a camp sort of situation in Outdoor Retreat, but this world actually looks nicer and bigger, and you can't swim in the water in Outdoor Retreat as well. Like, the water's not accessible, so you know, having a new place that's got a similar vibe, I'm quite happy. Look at that, there's another one, there's another one. That's two. They said there's 4, right? I think I've seen 3 so far. She's done, I guess the paper crafts are usable. So I guess she's made the paper airplane, so now she can play with it. I could give it, again, I could kind of like give or take with the furniture style. It does what it says on the tin. It seems like it's appropriate to the pack, but it's not a furniture style I'm necessarily excited for. I like that chair, but it looks like he's sat on it wrong. That person's doing paper, wait. Rubik's Cube. Oh no, they just do that with the traits, don't they? This kid is doing the paper crafts. It looks like, so I was kind of wondering if it was going to be attached to the creativity table, but it looks like it's a separate thing. So you know how the friendship bracelets in Growing Together can just be done on any table? So I guess I wonder if it's inventoryable as well. Like, you can put it in your inventory, you can get it out, you can do it on any desk, any table. It doesn't, unless that is a new creativity table, but it doesn't look like one to me. That just looks like a standard desk. Look, here's the other one. This is like the Rainbow Bright one. She looks like a little, like, unicorn. Like a little My Little Pony one. There's the little, I don't know what you call them. You do that with them. It's one of them. And there's, like, the other one. So which one have we not seen yet? Have we not seen the evil one? This plant looks cute. I like that little plant pot. Look, you can turn it into an imaginary friend. So I hope this isn't something that you can do instantaneously. I hope this is something that you like, a bit like Patchy the Scarecrow from Seasons, where you have to like make friends with him over time and talk to him repeatedly. And when you build up that relationship, then he becomes real. I would like to see it work something like that. I want to know what this is. Okay. That looks like a normal shelf to me. I don't think that's like interactable. And here he is. So the imaginary friends apparently look like their dolls. I wonder if we can customize them, because I would love to be able to make them look however I wanted them to look. But she doesn't see it. He can see it. So I wonder if it's like linked to the imagination skill or the creativity skill, where it's kind of like, or like certain traits. So, you know, like sometimes childish Sims can see all the imagination stuff on the playground. So it seems like he's seeing this, but she's not, which again, I have a huge imagination, so I am totally that kid. I'm totally like, hey bestie to my imaginary friend. Not like schizophrenia, like I'm consciously aware that I'm doing it, but yeah. So she couldn't see it. That's really cool. I hope that, look, so he's experiencing the imaginary friend as a real thing, but she's not. Again, I don't know how much of that is like trailer trickery and how much of that is going to be like in-game gameplay, but I'm so excited for imaginary friends, because again, it's something that I really want to see back. I think it's a really fun feature. So he's just kind of playing with her. They're kind of pushing each other a bit. I think that's like base game playful behavior. I am so excited for this. I am like, oh my goodness, I've lost my mind. Like, so we get a new swing set, which I love the style of that, because I like, when it comes to like outdoor play equipment, I like things to look like natural and wooden, and a little bit old fashioned. I don't really like it when you get things like, you know, with the toddler stuff pack, where everything is like overly colourful and very plastic looking. I prefer like natural stuff for playground equipment. And so I really like the style of this. I'm wondering as well, can adults use it? Can I do like an assault course, adventure, like team building exercise type getaway with this? You know, kind of like, can I use it for my military Sims? Can I make an obstacle course, like an assault course with this? I miss the assault course, you know, from The Sims 2, it was like a career object reward, and you'd go like under the netting, and you'd have to climb over the wall. I would love to see that back as well, especially if it all interconnected. That would be super cool. And you could do like massive Hunger Games challenges, where it's kind of like first one through the maze, first one through the obstacle course wins, especially if you had things as well, like, you know, the climbing wall that we got from Snowy Escape and fitness stuff. If we had something that like attached, but it was like a climbing wall, that would be so cool. So like, look at this, it's modular. Like, it's like all sections. I think, again, it could be trailer trickery. I love it. I love the style of I wonder if it slots onto like an actual, like floor level, you know, like I wonder if this is like room height. So I could like attach those stairs to like one floor up and then to the ground. Or I wonder if this is like a platform situation. Are these regular stairs, or are these specific to this? Like, are these standalone stairs or regular stairs? Are these regular fences? Do I draw it on like a fence, or is it like a slot-on piece? I like this tunnel. I hope pets can use the tunnel. It'd be really cool if pets could use the slide and stuff as well. See what I mean? Things like this, it'd be really good for like an army obstacle course. So yeah, you can see all these different configurations that they're doing. So that's like a massive one. I really love the color palette as well. I love that it's kind of like toned down. It's not overly bright, but you do have some brighter versions. Like, there you go. So if you're looking for the bright one, you can have the bright one. Not to my taste. It looks like a clown tent. But I really like the kind of like paler ones, because I think the paler ones are what you're more likely to find if you go on like an adventure, you know, like Go Ape, you know, things like that, where it's like an outdoor activity center. A lot of the time they do tend to be more tonal in color, especially in the UK, where we have a lot of national parks. So, you know, National Trust properties, they have kind of like graded buildings and graded landscapes that they have to keep to a certain aesthetic. So for example, if you look at like Alton Towers, it was like the roller coasters can't go above the tree line, which is why they had the roller coasters that went underground, because they had to preserve the natural kind of like landscape. I'm getting warm, I'm getting so pink. So yeah, so like a lot of the time when you go to these like National Trust kind of like parks, they have kind of more natural coloured playground equipment. So that's my aesthetic, that's what I like. This guy, the imaginary friends look so funny to me. I like how cartoonish they are. So here we go. This must be like something to do with the competitive trait. So let's just see like how they're reacting. They're taking it very seriously. The guy lost interest in the background. So he won because he did paper and he's celebrating, and she's like, oh man. I don't know if that was like good or bad. I couldn't really tell. But look, he's like playing hide and seek because he was the one counting. He's like, let's play a different game because this is getting too heated. This is getting too intense. So this one's hiding under this box. So I wonder if like the box is loose or if he's just pulled it out of his pocket. I want to see if the other two hide anywhere. Let's watch them. They're just kind of like running around. So I don't know where you can and can't hide. I think the box is kind of obvious because, you know, it stands out a little bit if it wasn't there before. Oh, what was he doing? So that looks like he's like, oh man, and this one's celebrating. I don't know. I like the little camp t-shirt. Archery here. I don't know if this is like an actual thing that you can do, but this is terrifying to me. Again, like I just beat up a wizard for doing this to people. Like he was the bad guy in Baldur's Gate, so this is terrifying to me. He knows this is a bad idea. It's not even got a sucker on the end. This is like a full-on sharp arrow. I recently got an actual bow and arrow set from Nigeria. It used to belong to my dad, and I'm so excited about it. It doesn't work. It's too old to work. It would snap, but it's beautiful. So she's excited that that worked. I think he's happy that that worked because otherwise he would have had an arrow through his head. It's like very William Tell. He's grown up now. He looks like the guy from Ghosts. Nigel. Not the guy from Ghosts isn't Nigel. I'm saying he looks like Nigel Thornberry. Like this kid's cute. She's a pretty kid. They look like twins actually. I don't trust camp counselors. I don't know. I've never been the sort of person who'd send my kids away to be looked after by strangers without a phone. Like, I'm like, no, I don't trust people enough to trust them with my kids. Like, absolutely not. I don't know. I'm a very helicopter type parent. So there's that one again. She's doing paper crafts, so you can see some of the things that she can make here. I am getting so warm. I'm going to have to wrap up this video. There's the smoothie maker. Rubber duck on the floor. That's base game. Oh my goodness. I'm getting sweaty. I do like those pants. They look a little bit, oh, I don't know. Here she's making the smoothie maker. I like that the lid can come off. I don't know if it's like skill based or not, or if that's just like random chance. I don't know. I'm hoping that one, they use ingredients. So I hope that it's not just kind of like you just do it from a list of recipes. I hope it actually has the option to use specific fruits and ingredients, because I like doing that. It gives me a purpose to garden, right? It's like there's a reason to do gardening because it gives me fresh produce, which gives me like recipes and boosts. So I love the interconnectedness of skills like that. I'm also hoping it gives you like health boosts. So for example, the smoothie maker in The Sims 2, it would make you really smart because your brain's getting all those nutrients, or it would make you lose weight quicker. I can't remember the specific things that it would make you do, but it would definitely make you healthier. I'd love to see as well something where the healthier, one, I would love to see an aspiration that was to do with being healthy, like the athletics aspirations, but it's to do more with like health and nutrition and exercising rather than specifically building muscle. And I would love to, like influencer, the influencer type approach to health and nutrition, where it's kind of like, make sure you're getting your vitamins. And then I would love to have the healthier the choices you make throughout your life, the better your like elder years are going to be and the longer you're going to live. So for example, if I spent my life doing yoga and drinking smoothies, then perhaps I'm going to have a longer life, and perhaps I'm going to, you know, have a healthier body as an elder. Where if I slob out watching TV all the time and I drink and I eat burgers and I never exercise, maybe my body isn't going to be as healthy in my elder years. So let me know your thoughts on that. I don't know if that's kind of controversial or not. To me, it's just sensible health and nutrition, and I'm not shaming anyone. I enjoy burgers, I slob out a lot, I also exercise, I try to keep my life in balance, but let me know what you think about that. This looks like normal playing in the background. I'm not seeing anything else new. They're fighting. Maybe they've got bad competitive trait. Revive and thrive. So this seems like a bit of a spa, which is fun because I was trying to build spas in Outdoor Retreat many moons ago. So she has got the competitive trait. Okay, so let's see. And she's got she looks like she's got some of those new face details as well. I wonder if you can like slide the opacity. So how does she handle the competitive trait? I was wondering if it was like a kid's thing or an adult thing. That's me in the gym. With my hunchback as well, yeah. Oh, it's getting so warm. Come on, I want to open my window again. So she's working out, she's doing free weights. So again, this is like that custom schedule that they were talking about. So this must be like one of the custom venues, one of the getaway destinations. And then it says like 3 o'clock, does it? Like diving? Pool time? Dive time. Little one there for the foot fans. So blotchy. I love that swimming costume. She's got a really nice body. Like she's got a very, very like healthy, attractive body shape in my opinion. This is a cute little outfit here. It's kind of like a little towel dress, a little sundress. I like these freckles. They're not the new ones, are they? We recently got some that were like patched into no, we got some in the makeup pack recently, the makeup kit. So now it's time to relax. So I guess you get like free time. You can do what you want to do. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this does with spa day. So can I lead like a meditation class? Can I lead a yoga class at certain times of the day? So they're done with Don's BS. They're sick of him. And something pops up here that talks about the challenges that you can do with the lot. Yeah, they're so over it. They're like, yeah, we don't want to date you anymore, Don. We are over your two-timing ways. They're both so pretty. I love the updated Nina and Dina. I think they're super duper pretty Sims. So they go on this like romantic getaway. Love Highland, which is like a pun on Love Island. I don't watch Love Island. I don't like how they all look like they've got plastic faces. I don't find it attractive. I don't know why people watch it. I don't know if people watch it as like this is an aspirational thing, like these people are all so hot, or if they watch it to kind of like make fun of the people on it. And again, I don't want to be mean. I don't watch it. I don't know anyone on it specifically that I can think of. It's just not my vibe. I don't like things where people are really like fake, and I don't find it attractive when people have too much work done. Again, it's not my body. Like, do what you want with your own body. I'm just talking about my personal taste. I really like I actually think I like the clothing in this pack more than I realized. I like this little outfit. I don't know if I'd probably wear that top with like some really baggy jeans, but that little like workout skirt's nice as well. I really like the dad shorts. I'm really into dad shorts, especially when they, Dawn, I get it. I get why you get all the girls. I don't love the shoes. They're cute, I guess. Okay, I like this hairstyle. It kind of reminds me of like the laundry day hairstyle. This hairstyle's really, really pretty. Okay, sorry, I keep getting distracted. He's a cute Sim. So yeah, I guess I don't know Love Island. I don't really understand it very well. I've been playing like a choices game that's kind of a similar vibe, I guess. You know, like the little choices story app. So here you go, challenge modifier. So it chooses the romantic competition elimination. Don't know how that works. I guess it's like something like the person who flirts the least or the person who kisses the least amount of people. I don't know how that's going to work. But what else do we have? Like, did it say like player's choice? So that's like People's Choice Awards. Hang on, I'm trying to slow it down. Player choice elimination. So we, the player, get to choose who goes home. Creative skills contest elimination. So maybe it's like the person who skills up the least. Activity shuffle. Everyone hates each other. Cooking competition. Oh my god, I've missed that. We never got it in The Sims 3, and I've missed it since The Sims 2, where you'd have like 3 people line up at a table and you'd put your best dish forward. It was kind of like British Bake Off. Again, I don't really watch many kind of like competition or reality type TV shows. I don't watch much TV. I think most of it is brain rot these days. Like when I used to watch TV, and I'm old, right? I used to watch like BBC Bite Size. I used to learn something. I used to watch Mary Beard documentaries. So again, I don't know. I'm not judging. Everybody's got their own tastes. It's just not I just don't get into it. I don't know. Maybe if I gave it a chance, I'd like it. But yeah, cooking competitions. Oh, what I do like, there's a Lego reality TV show where it's like people get challenged to build like really cool stuff out of Lego. I like that. And there's one where people, so see, I'm calling myself out immediately, but there's some skill and creativity to that, right? I guess there is with like cooking too. And I guess social skill is a skill as well. So if you would like to see how people manipulate each other, I guess you like these kind of reality TV shows. What else is there though? Like, there's one where people make like knives and swords. It's like a blacksmith one. I do quite like that. So yeah, maybe I'm just full of bullshit. Creative skills contest, activity shuffle. So they're just going around again. So what would you say? There's about 8 there. Dean had like a little whistle necklace. So yeah, they just want to get rid of Dom, I think. That's probably optional. I imagine you don't have to use those if you don't want to. Oh, in-ground hot tub. New hot tub? Yay. Okay, he is trying to own Dina. She seems into it. They've got the same eye colour though. I reckon they're related. She's a cutie patootie. I'd be flirting with her. I like her swimming costume as well. John is not... So I guess it's kind of like the odd one out gets eliminated. The person who doesn't get a date gets eliminated. I don't know. Sorry, you've been zapped by the aliens got you, Don. Oh, I'm happy to see Dina happy. I like Dina as a sim. I flirt with her all the time. I'm not gonna lie. She's a hottie. And there they are doing the kayaking. So I guess they do activities together and it's to see if they get along or not. I don't know. That house is absolutely wild. Let me just look at that again. So this doesn't look like it goes between different levels, although there's a diving board there into a pool that's like a room. This house hurts my brain. These ladders go up, so I guess you could make a bit of like an indoor jungle gym type situation if you can use these indoors. This does look a little bit like a Hunger Games house because look at the cow plant there and all the fire. Simguru Morgan made this house, calling it out. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's like an attempt at like a tree house to go with like the fairy pack, but what is this? Who made this? There was an attempt. I don't know. Yeah, I'm shaming people. And then this looks to me like open water woohoo, like ocean woohoo. So I do like this. I don't know the kind of physics and logistics of it because I find it difficult to stand up in open water without kind of falling over or the sand shifting beneath my feet. So I don't know. Maybe the mermaids will be good at that. Swim it in sea. So yeah, 100% that looks like woohoo to me. Oh, look at the big jellyfish design. Yeah, I like it. I like the look of it. I'm excited for it. Gameplay trailer September the 10th. I don't know what the date is today. I've lost my mind. So I'm gonna go because I've got to actually edit this and put it up, and Baldur's Gate. So I'm gonna open my window and let some fresh air in because trust me, I have, like people say bed rot, I am sim rotting. I am in cocoon mode. I am in hibernation mode. So I'm just going to sit here stinking and playing this expansion pack as when it comes out. Like, I'm not going to sleep. I am just going to sim. And that's going to be all my adventures. Which, do you know what, actually? Science says that if you have a... you could experience something firsthand. So I could go on an adventure, right, or a Love Island or whatever. But if you read about it or watch a movie or play a game and you have that experience, like, is it called like by proxy? Your brain doesn't understand that you haven't had that experience. So your brain still receives it as like, yeah, you had that experience. So yeah, I don't know why people are spending money going on these expensive getaways when you could just buy a £40 expansion pack. I am gonna go. I am sweating. But yeah, again, I'm 50-50. I can see why some people have those like valid criticisms of like, wouldn't it have been cool if we'd have got this in the first place with Outdoor Retreat? But also I've seen people as well saying like, there's more hobbies in this pack than with businesses and hobbies, which is funny to me. I think people were unfair on businesses and hobbies because we did get things like, I don't know. It was all about turning your hobbies into a business. But again, I'm sorry that we haven't got cars yet because that was my favourite hobby in The Sims 3. I'm going to go because I'm Delulu. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye, friends. Let me know your thoughts on this pack. Will you be getting it? Do you think it's a pile of doo-doo? Do you think it should guys out of here? Let me know. Yeah, I want to know more. I want to see the deets. So I'm excited for that gameplay trailer. I'm going to go bye.